Hi friends, this is Cole Chance at YOGATX. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to do some deep stretch hip opening. This can feel so good, and it can also sometimes not feel so good, but normally it is a good hurt, which is what we're looking for. We hold so much tension in our hips. We're sitting so much. We can hold a lot of stress there, a lot of emotional stress as well. So we're just gonna spend some time really focusing on getting into our hips. So go ahead and come seated, and we'll start seated. We'll just start with a little bit of breathing here. If this position is not so comfortable for you, then you can sit up on a pillow or a block. Raise your hips over your knees. So that's an option for you. But let's place our hands on our knees. Let's place them facing up in a gesture of receiving. Let's see what we can receive from this practice. Start to deepen your breath. And even though this will be a short practice, it's always nice to set an intention. So why don't you go ahead and think of an intention you'd like to set, whether it be something you're working on in your personal life, maybe something you're working on in your emotional life, or maybe it's for someone else. Maybe it's for someone who needs a little extra attention. Think about them and send them some energy. One other thing I like to do, and I know I'm going to do some kind of, maybe some intense posturing, whether it be stretching or challenging asana. I think it's fun to start by thinking of something that brings you joy, either whether it be a person or a place, something that when you think of it or see always makes you smile. Personally, I use my dog, Shanti, and then I refer back to that whenever I'm feeling like I cannot stay in a pose for very much longer, or whenever I'm starting to have the negative self-loop in my head. I refer back to her, and it makes me smile. And you can really notice how that shifts the energy in your body. So maybe you try that today. Continuing to be aware of your breath. Maybe you found Indian train with a pattern. And try to keep this throughout. And I'll remind you to keep coming back and thinking about your breath. Especially in these deep stretch sessions. And really all the time. But the breath can guide you deeper and deeper into these postures. Let's go ahead and bring your hands to heart center, touching your thumbs to your sternum to your thumbs. Should bring you up a little straighter, a little taller. And flutter your eyes open. And let's just start by walking our hands forward. So let's first bring the flesh of our glutes back and start to walk forward. So what that does is it starts to tilt our pelvis a little bit forward. So we're wanting to keep our sit bones on the ground as we come forward. So if they start to come up, then push the ground away. There's opposing actions here, but wherever you are, drop your head. We're just starting to get in to our hips here. Let's fingertip your hands over to the left side, keeping your right hip grounded. And you're breathing. And we'll start to tiptoe them over to the right side. So you're walking your hands out as you're pushing the ground away, keeping your left hip connected, and dropping your head. Coming back to center and walking up. Let's take our right leg out to the corner of the mat. We'll have our left sole of our foot into the right. Let's flex our right toes back towards us. Taking our right hand to the ground, left hand up towards the sky, and we'll start to stretch over. This will be getting into our side body as well. Keeping our left hip on the ground. Inhaling up, exhaling, fold over. We're turning our chest towards the sky here. One more time, inhale up and release. Now let's turn our body. And we'll turn our knee a little bit as well. Lift up, so we're facing our straight leg foot, and we'll come down. And you can bend your straight knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. This is a good place for a strap, or you can use the sash of a robe to be pulling right here. A dog leash, a tie, many things. You're relaxing your neck. I'm a big fan of moving with your breath, even if it's ever so slightly. Keeps you aware of your breath. It kind of gives you, the movement, something to attach to the breath. One more inhale. Release. Coming up. Left hand behind my left hip. Right hand coming straight out straight out to my right foot, palm facing up. And I'm going to lift my hips up as I lift my right hand up. Press my hips out as I reach back. And I release. Let's go ahead and switch sides here. So first I'm more diagonal. My right sole of my foot is into my left thigh. Right hand reaches out left hand reaches out to the left side. Right hand palm up. I'm sitting straight up, and I'm just going to rainbow over. So instead of starting like this and going in the front, we're just kind of teetering over. It can also help to put your hand on your heart and kind of spin, help to encourage your heart to spin open as you come down. Reaching to the corner of the room on an inhale and sinking on the exhale. We're keeping our right hip also locked into the ground. One more time. Coming up. Let's turn. So we'll shift our body so we're facing our left foot. Inhale up. And exhale, start to fold over. So again here, strap, tie, dog leash, all kinds of things. Inhale. And release. And release. Coming back to center. Let's bring we'll do a couple different stretches here. Do Gomukasana, which is cow face pose. Let's bring our right knee straight ahead. We're going to place our left knee also straight ahead as close as we can get them together. So this may look all different sorts of ways, but if you're bringing them both together, going that way, then you're feeling this stretch, and that's what we're looking for. So it may be any different types of versions, but this is what we're working towards. And you can feel it. You shouldn't be wondering where the stretch is here. So you can stay here, stay up, and just let that fascia release. If you'd like to take the arm clasp as well, we'll take the right arm above the left arm, cross over, and then you can bring the backs of your palms together, or you can wrap one more time and bring your actual palms together. You can inhale up, and exhale, start to round your back and fold forward. Let's inhale, lift, and exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Good. Unwind your arms. And we'll unwind our legs partially. We're going to do full pigeon here. So one leg, we're going to place our ankle to our knee, and our knee to our ankle. Mine doesn't go all the way down. Yours may not either. So they also call this fire log pose. It can help to move the fleshy part of your glutes back. It's intense. The deep stretch hip opener, isn't it? But we'll breathe into it, and here would be a good time to invoke that person or place or thing that brings you joy. Let a smile come across your face. Let your eyes close. And breathe in to this fire log stretch. You can stay sitting up if you'd like to start to walk your hands forward. You can do that as well. I think I will stay sitting up today. I'm getting quite a lot right here. A couple more rounds of breath. Just releasing tension. And go ahead and bring your knees up and back together. Let's bring them straight out in front of us. Shake them out. Do a quick stretch forward. And come back up, and we'll do the other side. So this time, we'll have our left knee going forward, and then our right knee coming over. And I normally need to pick my hips up here and then set them back down. So like I said, it'll look a bunch of different ways, and they'll probably be a little bit or extravagantly different than the other side, and that's totally okay, that's normal. You can kind of shimmy your hips and get into this pose. Really feel that action in your outer hips. So you can stay upright here. You can start to walk your hands forward, start to lean forward. I'll be showing the arm variation as well on this side. So So this time we're going to take our left arm above, our right arm below. So it's going to be opposite of our legs. Cross them over. You can touch the back of your palms, or you can wrap around one more time. Let's inhale up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold forward. Rounding our back. Lifting. And releasing. Okay. Let go. We'll come into fire log pose on this other side. So we're moving ankle onto knee and vice versa. So yeah, it definitely feels different on this side. Again, you can move the fleshy part back. It helps to tilt your pelvis forward and actually does quite a bit for moving you deeper into the posture. So again, find your pose. You can stay right here and breathe. You can start to walk forward if you'd like as well. Wherever you are, close your eyes and come to stillness. Letting those fibers and the tension that we build up start to slowly release and give us some space. Next, inhale, come back up, unwind your legs, bring them straight out in front of you. You can start to kind of bounce your knees again. And let's take a fold forward. And come back up. And let's do one more stretch. I'm gonna turn to the side here. And come down onto my back. Let's bring our knees in. Let's bring our left ankle across our right thigh. And thread the needle here. And get this one good last big stretch. You can use your elbow to press the left leg away, the left thigh, left knee, as you pull in. Love this pose. Inhale and pull in. And exhale, let's switch sides. So right ankle over your left. Thread the needle. I'm grabbing in front of my knee, but you're completely welcome to grab behind your thigh. I'm pulling in on the exhale. Just some really good, juicy hip stretches. All kinds of good stuff. And last time, pull in, exhale. And go ahead and release. Let's go to Supta Baddha Konasana, which will be feet together, butterfly line on our back. One hand placed over your heart and one over your navel, letting your knees flay wide. If this is causing any tension, you could put some pillows in this crevice here on the outside of your thighs. Breathing into your hand, big belly breath. Feeling your heartbeat under your other palm. Give some gratitude for your body and being able to spend some time on your mat, gaining some awareness of your body. No matter how long or short a practice may be, there's so much benefit. It's always worth it. Take a little check-in with your intention. And relax. I'll leave you all right here. Thank you all for coming to your mat with me today. Again, cold chants at YOGATX. Namaste. Think about visualizing that. Your shoulder blades coming together onto your back, chin up, sternum going towards the ceiling here. Exhale, we're gonna round. So bring your elbows together, tuck your chin as you start to curl your back. This should light up the muscles going on either side of your spine here. So you can control the intensity. So if you need to not go as far, this can be intense. Inhale.